Hello and happy Friday. Hope you guys had a fun Christmas Eve. Sorry, one sec. I have my audio in. That's one thing I have not yet learned to do is while I'm doing these voiceovers is listen to it in the speaker. So that's also why my last two videos ago, the audio was a bit rough to say the least. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Doing sort. I'm pre-recording this, so I don't know how mine went, but yeah, right now I'm busy, planning for the meals. But yeah, I went ahead and I know these lately are, well, not lately, but I did a video 2 weeks ago, simply because I couldn't get to last week's. I was pretty busy. I had a wedding, just, life in general. I got busy. And yeah, but as soon as speaking of the build, this was, as you see in the top left, is a Hoarder house fixer-upper. I don't recall the creator at the moment, but as always, the original build when I'm doing these renovations are going to be linked in the description in case you guys want to give it a go. And within this fixer-upper, I did want to do, at first I was deciding, here I am setting aside these objects I think would be nice or would be kept, if there's good quality and stuff like that. But I did end up making this a base game, so I ended up getting rid of all the things I had set aside for it. And yeah, I also try to make this as realistic as possible with the renovations. I didn't do any wall breaking down of walls. So the floor plan is exactly as is, but I did, change the wallpaper, the flooring, and just stuff like that. I played with those kind of limitations. Even though it was not necessary, I thought it'd be fun to give myself even more restrictions, because again, I'm also using base game. I don't know why when I uploaded it to the gallery, it showed that it's also using get to work packs, but I know you can do that option. You click on, this is one thing I recently discovered, not that recent, but in case you guys don't know, when you're building something, you can click on the packs that it says that you've used, and then once you click on it, there will be a show used items bar for you to click on, just to know what item from that pack you used. And I did it, and the show used items bar wasn't showing up for the build by category, but it was showing up for the the create a sim category, which I don't know what that was about, but it was showing that for whatever reason. But yeah, I was really back and forth the coloring of this home, just because of the black and white exterior. I wasn't sure if I liked it at first. I did try to also change the color of the house using, instead of the white paneling, trying to figure out something else. But at the end, I feel like it works well, and especially with the surrounding area. I don't know why it feels like it fits good enough, or well enough to with the thing. And also the thing that you will see in the end that I didn't do, just because this is a family home. It is, we have the main bedroom and then two preteen boys, more preteen, or even child, I would say, because they are themed, one's a dinosaur theme, one is a space theme. So I have two kids' bedrooms, and the parents, or the main bedroom in the floor. So a total of 3 bedrooms, 3 baths actually, I'm pretty sure, and then a storage room up on the first floor, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, and also because this was the Hoarder house, I did want to kind of use that for the garage and just add a bit of hoarding. Also, these lights, I didn't realize that I'm putting in the front. I feel like I've not really used these, or maybe I don't notice. Maybe it was an update, but I don't know why I'm just noticing now about them. And yeah, I also had changed up I don't know if I showed, because there's some things I didn't show on camera. I know one of those was the front porch. I did add a railing, and then in the backyard I did, there's an active birthday party happening, which again, you can easily just remove that if you guys don't want it. But I just felt like, just to make it look like there's life, families living here. Just, you know, like it's being in use. I thought that would be a good addition, but like I said, that can always be switched out. And yeah, here I am replacing the windows. I feel like this one here with the small window, I was having a hard time with the look of it. Just because I felt like it looked odd. I think I replaced it with the full-size window after. But I was really trying to make it work or add a little bit of a difference. Or add something to it, you know. Make it look a bit fun. But yeah, I ended up getting rid of those. I also... What else did I do? Yeah, I think that was pretty much it for the windows. Because again, using base game limitations, and I did go with that black and white color scheme, or palette rather. And yeah, I really like the look of it. This is something that you guys maybe don't care about, but the bricks are not all matching. Like the foundation brick with the wall, with this all brick wall, for some reason, you know, it doesn't match. And I don't know why that is. Like it was bothering me a bit, but I'm just over it now. And because I'm looking at the video, you can't tell too much. Well, you can kind of tell. Now I'm looking at that wall, that half wall with the full wall. Like the half brick, half shadow, if you see there. They're not the same shade of brick, which was really, I was really trying to overlook that. And I don't know why I had a hard time overlooking it. But then I got over it. It's not a big deal anymore. But that was something I was really focused on for a bit. And yeah, and here we are. I'm doing the what is it, the flooring, changing it out. I feel like that's kind of realistic. When you get rid of carpet, there's some, if you're lucky, some good wood under, like hardware floors. So I went with that, kept that in mind. And then yeah, here I am cleaning up the floorboards, or no, wallpapers rather. Maybe they put in some, I just don't know what it's called. Not floorboards. Baseboards, I guess. I did that as well. You know, just make it feel a bit cleaner and fresher as well. And then what else did I do? I was very, obviously you can see, very open floor plan. Given that I wanted to use the walls and not really change any of the floor plan, or change the floor plan at all. So yeah, very open floor. We just have the kitchen, obviously where the tile is placed, and then where the wood is going to be our living room and dining area. I feel like this home was able to give me, or was able to show the like family home that I was trying to get. I really like the look, the look of it at the end. I was really, I don't know why, sometimes I get like caught up on when the outside, like how the outside is like black and white. I feel like for some reason I get worked up on having to match, because that's the thing with some of these window what is it, shades or swatches, they don't always like carry through fully. Like the front doesn't match the back necessarily. And yeah, also this hallway, I felt like it was a bit weird, but so I ended up doing this here just because it felt a little too long of a hall. And yeah, also I was very nervous. I was saving almost every time. I did try to cut out all the saves because I don't know, it kept crashing and I had to do it. It happened once when I was doing the windows. After I did the windows, my game crashed, so I had to do the windows again. Luckily I didn't get far, but after that I got really nervous and I started saving every time I did something. I completed anything, I was saving. But yeah, other than that, I think we're gonna start getting started on the furnishing. Like always, I furnish ahead of time, then show you guys the finished result of me putting together, because then my videos would be very long and harder to edit. And with my schedule I'm trying my best to keep to, it's just easier that way for me. And oh yeah, so I did show the railing. I guess I just didn't show the kids' yard, which again, like always, you'll see in the what is it, I don't say end credit, not end credit, in the, oh my gosh, I'm blanking, in the tutorial. Oh, here I am trying to do more colors. I did like the green tone, but I felt like with all the surrounding green, it kind of felt a bit too much, and this white really stood out. So for that reason, I kept it. And here I am, like, trying to change the walls, make it a better match, but I just kept it how it was. So, but here I am attempting to make it a bit bit of a match, or shade match. But yeah, couldn't do that. I also do those hedges that I did switch them out for the hedges that are used in the surrounding areas, just because I do like to have it be, what is it, well, fitting with the plants near the native plants. There's another scientific word for plants that are native or local to the area. I am blanking on the word, but if you know what I'm trying to say, please leave it down in the comments. I don't have the title right now at the moment. But yeah, a little bit about the interior. I kept the living room pretty simple. Added a stereo just because I feel like that'd be a fun little thing to add. Try to put in some activities. Here I am using the new update rug, which I feel is a good blend of the colors that are, used throughout. I did try to make it as cohesive as I can. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the living room and dining. Very simple. Then here we have the kitchen. I was a bit struggled a bit for the floor plan because I wasn't sure if it would be too excessive or if I add a an island, but it would just be too, I think it would feel a little bit too cluttered or too tight. So I felt like this this placement of the kitchen determined is a better fit. So yeah, I went along with that. And then yeah, I couldn't do the cabinets along all the way just because, the windows, but I like how it looks here. And then plus I did the curtain, so there is some decoration or stuff for the wall as well. That's another thing that helps with decorations, specifically curtains, is that you can hide these colors. Like sometimes you like the windows outside but don't like it necessarily inside, and that's what curtains do. So that I used, that really helped. I think I went with a beige tone, those blinds. I'm not exactly sure. Here I'm adding more decorative pieces. And yeah, the kitchen very plain. I think the only thing I did, actually, I think I added a microwave and coffee maker. Just because I feel like with the family homes that is pretty common. So went ahead and added that, a few spices and olive oil. Hopefully it stays because these are debug items. And also this one always is, I just think of it like a pasta, the elbow pasta. What is it? Container. But yeah, and that's pretty much it for the kitchen. I didn't do much really. And yeah, here I'm adding more detail into front. I think I did the shoe racks as well by the entrance, but I don't think I showed that. And yeah, also, what else did I change? I don't think I did much changes to it, because I know sometimes I do that where, like, looking back, making sure things are, accessible for the Sims and things blocking everything can be used. Yeah, I'm trying to do as much clutter, because I feel like with base game, when you're building a base game in particular, I feel like it's easy for it to get repetitive, just because of the options. Sometimes you don't really want to choose them. But I liked how and yeah, I really liked the look of the home. I feel like it feels very much like a family home. I don't know, it just gives me the vibes of that. And yeah, I thought I went with the other curtains. I was gonna say, now I went with these. And I also made them smaller, just because I sized them down one, because they still cover the window size down, but they're not, clipping to other items. But yeah, I guess here I was struggling or trying to figure out what to do that isn't. Oh no, I did keep these the size. I think I sized them down probably in the upstairs then, because I did size something down. And here I am adding a clock, because I feel like that would be a perfect, make use of that space as well. And yeah, really love the look of it. Very, open floor plan. And then here we have the garage. At first, like I said, I was going to do a cluttered up place, but I figured let's just make it seem like the dad is an astronaut. So I used as many things as I can, even though, like, here you have the stones and these gems, I believe they're called, and the live animals. What is that chart? That little display thing. This is show that this is their, workspace. And then I have here is trying to figure out how to display the preserved animals, and I decided this one here, and also had to size them down just so they weren't peeking across to the next the next row or shelf. I mean, I could have done, now looking at it, 2 per shelf, but I like the look of having 1 per shelf, just because it has a little bit more, it's a bit longer, takes up more space. I also got rid of that gem in the corner. It just felt like it was taking up too much space, and I replaced it with a workout, the chest press machine or whatever it's called. Can't think of the name. And yeah, here I am working on the mother side. I just figured maybe she's an illustrator, we can do that. And here I was trying to do like random clutter pieces, like just to see, because I didn't want to get that hoarder aspect to it, but it just didn't make sense. So I ended up getting rid of that and just fully committing to the illustrator kind of workshop area. Also decided just to give them matching tables. I wasn't necessarily too concerned with that. At first I was wanting to do a little mix match, but I feel like just having because they do look like a workshop table. I also did add the woodworking table as well. Here again I'm doing an easel again, trying to carry or show that artist, this is where her artist workshop will be. And then this cube, I haven't actually used this item before, but hopefully it will be accessible on the shelf. But again, I just felt like adding some little hints of clutter. Oh yeah, here I am replacing it, just because I feel like adding another activity instead would be nice, especially he already has enough of those gems. There is one poking out, I did see that. Yeah, now on to the kids' bedroom. This was pretty fun doing a theme. Here we have obviously the space theme for the first child's bedroom, and yeah, their furniture is exactly the same, just different swatches. And then here we have the dinosaur bedroom for the second child's room. And yeah, I also don't think I showed me furnishing the storage room. Maybe I did, we'll have to see for that. But yeah, I don't know which one I like more between the space and the dinosaur room. I feel like the dinosaur room, the layout is a bit more, simple, obviously rectangular, but I feel like it feels more spacious because of that. I'm not sure if that's my reason for liking it, but I do like the fact that it does feel like it is bigger room. But the space bedroom, I feel like as a kid, that would be a fun shape room to have. And then here we have the parents' bedroom. Very simple. Really not much to it, but again, I try to keep it very minimal. I feel like I'm not very creative with parents or main bedrooms. I feel I'm just realizing this now, but yeah, maybe I should do some fun rooms and just. I kind of want to do that challenge. I think it was James Turner. The every room's a different color. I feel like that would be a fun thing to do. I've done it once before. I haven't uploaded, but that was just me on my own. And that was pretty fun, so I would definitely like to try that again. And here I'm adding another truck, but like I said, I got rid of that and made this backyard a little kids party happening. And I did want to litter up the front with a whole bunch of trucks, just because we have all the guests over, but it was a bit hard to do. And I was kind of considering if I put the park the cars on the grass or not, but I don't think I did that. And then these bushes you see I'm doing here, I just got rid of all of them, just because as I zoomed out, this bush wasn't used, it was another one. So yeah, I went ahead and switched that out, but I did show me placing them. But like I said, just imagine this. There's still hedge, just different hedge. Yeah, and I could have edited this out now I'm looking at it. But yeah, also that weird level thing, I don't know. I haven't downloaded the tool now I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure what the latest update. Hopefully it's fine, but I haven't played or added this home mod again, so I'll have to check. But yeah, I also struggle with the trees. just because of the, I don't know what is the issue with this, like if you, we'll see in a bit, but is it because of like uneven terrain? Because I did bulldoze the terrain thinking that was going to fix it, but for some reason it just wasn't showing up the grid. Like as you hear, the full grid is showing for that tree, but when I did this one here, the full grid wasn't, like, it wasn't showing. Okay, now it is showing, but I swear it wasn't showing. Maybe when I was moving it later, maybe I edited that out because I was struggling for a bit with that tree for some reason. And yeah, again, adding more details and trees, and that is all. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. And if you guys are curious and want to give this, you know, a go, I have it linked in the description. It is called the Hoarder House Fixer Upper, and the creator name I will leave in the description below. With that being said, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.